Hello students, let us continue the session on understanding quadrilaterals and practical geometry. We are solving NCERT exemplar questions. In the previous session, we had solved till question number 26. Today we shall continue from question 26 onwards. The angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 1:2:3:4. The smallest angle is. When they give in terms of ratio, we have to consider in terms of x. So the angles are x, 2x, 3x and 4x. The sum of these angles is 360 degree because angle sum property. When we add this, we get 10x. So 10x is 360 degree, hence we get x as 36 degree. When the value of x is 36 degree, it is the smallest because 1x. So 36 degree is the right answer. Question 27. In the trapezium ABCD, the measure of angle D is. It's a trapezium. We all know that in trapezium, the adjacent angles, they are co-interior. Two pair of co-interior angles are present. So this angle D added to angle E is 180 degrees since these two sides are parallel to each other. AB is parallel to DC. So we have angle D plus angle A is 180 degree. Now angle A is given as 55, so we can find angle D as 180 degree minus 55 degree. This will be equal to 125 degree, and this is present in option D. So option D is the right answer. Question number 28. A quadrilateral has three acute angles. If each measures 80 degree, the measure of the fourth angle is. Here, three of the angles, they are 80 degree. So 3 times of 80 degree plus the unknown angle, I'll take it as x. That is equal to 360 degree because of the angle sum property. So we get x as 360 degree minus 240. This will be equal to 120 degree. So option B, 120 degree is the right answer. Question 29. The number of sides of a regular polygon where each exterior angle has measure of 45 degree. We all know that sum of all the exterior angles is 360 and the measure of one of the exterior angle is 45. So we can divide, we get the number of sides. So the number of sides here is 8. Option A is the right answer. Question number 30. In a parallelogram PQRS, if angle P is equal to 60 degree, then other three angles are. We all know that opposite angle in a parallelogram are equal. So one of the angle is 60 degree. Suppose if I mention the parallelogram PQRS in this way, angle P is given as 60 degree. Opposite angles are equal, so angle P and angle R are equal to 60 degree. The adjacent angles in parallelogram, they are co-interior. The sum of angle S plus angle P is 180. So we get angle S as 180 minus 60, which is 120 degree. Then opposite angles Q and S, they are equal, 120 degree. So the angles are 60, 120 and 120. Option B is the right answer. This is how you have to crack the answer. Question 31. If two adjacent angles of parallelogram are in the ratio 2:3, then the measure of angles are. Since we know that the adjacent angles are co-interior, so 2x plus 3x is 180 degree. implies x will be 180 divided by 5, which is 36. So 2 times of 36 is 72 and 3 times of 36 is 108. So this is present in option A. Option A is the right answer. If PQRS is a parallelogram, then angle P minus angle R is equal to PQRS is a parallelogram. When we look at parallelogram, PQRS, P and R, they are opposite vertices. Q and S are opposite vertices. We know that opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal, so the difference of the opposite angles will be 0. So the right answer is option D, 0. Question 33. The sum of adjacent angles of parallelogram is 180 degree. I have said the answer itself. They are co-interior, so 180 degrees is the right answer. Question 34. The angle between two altitudes of parallelogram through the same vertex. An obtuse angle of a parallelogram is 30 degree. The measure of the obtuse angle is, so altitude is drawn from obtuse angle. For better understanding, I'll make a figure, a rough figure. In this parallelogram, the obtuse angle is this. I am considering this particular obtuse angle. From here, two altitudes I am going to draw. These are the two altitudes. Here the angle is 30 degree. Two altitudes are making an angle of 30 degree here. Now we need to find the obtuse angle. Let me consider this particular angle as x. So the opposite angle x will be there here. Observe carefully. 90 degree x and this particular angle is 90 minus x. I'm telling again, this is altitude 90 degree, this is angle x, so the remaining angle is 90 minus x. The same holds true here. This angle is 90 minus x. So the obtuse angle will be 90 minus x added to 30 added to 90 minus x. This will be the obtuse angle. And we know that sum of, changing the ink, sum of this angle plus this angle, two adjacent angles, is 180 degree. So I have mentioned this particular angle, so this should be added to x, this will be 180 degree. Now we have to find the value of x. It's as simple as that. X and x get cancelled. 90 plus 90 is 180 degree. That is also getting cancelled with 180 here. So when you transpose this negative x, we get x value positive. So x value, we get it as 30 degree. When x value is 30 degree, this will be 150 degree. So option B is the right answer. You can solve this problem separately, draw the rough figure, use adjacent angles are supplementary or else co-interior angles are supplementary. Use that property, you will be able to solve it. Hope you will try this. This is a question which can be asked for 3 marks also. Question number 35. In the given figure, ABCD and BDC are parallelograms with common base DC. If BC is perpendicular to BD, then angle BEC is. Let me mention what is that angle BEC. This is that particular angle, right? We know that whenever two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, pair of corresponding angles are equal. Observe carefully this particular angle which I am marking now is corresponding to this angle 30 degree. Since AD is parallel to BC, AE is transversal, we have angle BAB equal to angle CBE. This will be equal to 30 degree. They are corresponding angles. We all know that in the parallelogram, co-interior angle sum is 180 degree. So angle B added to angle E is 180 degree. What is angle B? It is 90 plus 30, which is 120, plus angle E is 180 degree. So we can find angle E as 60 degree. So 60 degree, option A is the right answer. Question 36. The length of one of the diagonals of a rectangle whose sides are 10 centimeter and 24 centimeter is. Since it is a rectangle, we know that all the angle they measure 90 degree. So we get a right angled triangle. The side is 10, one more side is 24. We can make use of the Pythagoras theorem. X square is equal to 10 square plus 24 square. So x square is 100 plus 576. This will be 676. So x will be root 676, which is 26 centimeter. So option C is the right answer. Question 37. If the adjacent angles of a parallelogram are equal, then the parallelogram is, whenever adjacent angles they are equal in a parallelogram, since they are co-interior, we get their measure as 90 degree. It has to be a rectangle because co-interior angles are equal. So we get x plus x is equal to 180 degree. So x will be 90 degree. So each angle they measure 90 degree. Which of the following can be four interior angles of a quadrilateral? We must see the angle sum in all the options here. In option A, we get sum of the angle measure as exactly 360 degree. In the rest of the cases, they are not equal to 360. So option A is the right answer. Question number 39. The sum of the angles of a concave quadrilaterals is 360 degree, because for a convex or a concave, angle sum is given by n minus 2 into 180 degree. Here four sides will be there, so we get 360 degree. So the measure is equal to 360 degree. It is irrespective of whether it is a concave or convex. Question number 40. Which of the following can never be the measure of exterior angle of a regular polygon? For a regular polygon, each exterior angle is given by 360 divided by the number of sides. This is a general formula. So when we consider angle, we get this. When we consider the side, it is 360 degree divided by angle. Divide 360 by each of this. In option A, we get some fraction here. 360 divided by 22 is not integer. When it is not an integer, it cannot be the angle. Question 41. In the figure, BEST is a rhombus, then the value of y minus x is, in a rhombus we know that the angle which is formed by the diagonals will be 90 degree. So angle y is 90 because diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So 90 degree is formed here. If you observe this triangle formed here, TS, let me name this as O, TSO. In this triangle, this particular angle will be 40. The reason is alternate angles are equal. This is an exterior angle. So exterior angle will be equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. So y minus x will be equal to 40 degree. So option A is the right answer. Question number 42. The closed curve which is also a polygon is. In these figures, it is not a polygon because the lines are intersecting here. It's very difficult to tell the exact number of sides, whereas in figure A, we can exactly count the number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 sides are there. So we can say that figure A is a polygon because no two line segments intersect each other. This is the reason. Question 43. Which of the following is not true for an exterior angle of a regular polygon with n sides? Each exterior angle is 360 divided by n. This is a true statement. Exterior angle will be equal to 180 minus interior angle. This is also a true statement. The number of side is 360 divided by exterior angle. So this has to be each exterior angle. Still it is correct. Each exterior angle is given by n minus 2 into 180 degree divided by n. This particular thing is not true. Suppose if I consider 5-sided figure, pentagon. So 5 minus 2 into 180 degree divided by 5. If I consider that, this will be 3 times of 180 degree divided by 5. So 540 divided by 5. which will be 108. So 108 degree is not the exterior angle in a regular pentagon. It will be 360 divided by 5. So 5, 7 times 35, 5, 2 times 72 degree will be the angle. Here it is not exterior angle. Instead it is interior angle. If it is interior angle, this could be true. Now option D is the right answer for the question. Question number 44. PQRS is a square. PR and SQ intersect at O, then angle POQ is. It has to be a right angle because the diagonals, they intersect perpendicularly. Diagonals of square intersect at right angle. This is what you should know. Question 45. Two adjacent angles of parallelogram are in the ratio 1:5. So we know that adjacent angles, they are supplementary. The sum becomes 180. X value you can find as 30. If one of the angle is 30 here, other angle is 5 times of 30, 150. So 30 degree, 150 degree. This will be the adjacent. Opposite angles are equal. One more 30, one more 150 has to be there. So option A is the right answer. Question 46. A parallelogram PQRS is constructed with QR is equal to 6 cm, PQ is equal to 4 cm, angle PQR is 90 degree, then PQRS is, it has to be a rectangle. The reason is your QR is given as 6 cm, PQ is given as 4 cm, and angle PQR is 90 degree. Since it is a parallelogram, we can have parallel line to here. It will be 90 degree. Then opposite sides are equal in parallelogram. We can cut 4 cm. Then we can join it. It will become parallelogram. And in this parallelogram, if one of the angle is 90 degree, it becomes a rectangle. Question number 47. The angle P, Q, R and S are in the ratio 1:3:7:9. Find each of the angle here. We will come to know that 18 degree is the lowest angle. The next angle is 54 degree. Next is 126 degree. And the last angle is 162 degree. When we do the combination, 162 with 18, we get the sum as 180 degree. The sum of these two also is 180 degree. We can say that PQ is parallel to RS. If I consider this as PQRS, P plus R will become 180 and Q plus S, sorry, P plus S will become 180 and Q plus R becomes 180. So PQ will be parallel to RS. It is something like this. PQRS. Sum of P and Q is 180. P and S will be 180. Sum of this two and sum of these two, they are 180 degrees. P plus S is 180. R plus Q is 180. This is what we have done here. So option B is the right answer. Question 48. PQRS is a trapezium in which PQ is parallel to SR. Angle P is 130 degree, angle Q is 110 degree, then angle R is equal to. I'll give these 3 questions as a homework. You can try this on your home. Since I'm running out of time, we shall continue these 3 questions and 2 more questions in the next session. Thank you.